Hey everyone, Corvus here. Welcome to this desktop and channel update video. I'll talk a bit about what's going on currently here at the painting desk and also on the channel at YouTube. And then the plan is just to have a little chat with you about these subjects, and then show some work in progress and finished stuff, because I recently finished Chaos Space Marine Sorcerer, and I'm working on the Triumph of Saint Katherine set, as mentioned in previous videos. So I want to just after this, I'll take the camera off the tripod and show you guys the progress. I'm also going to try to give you a look. I'm just going to take it already. I'm going to try to give you some footage. If it's not working, I'll do it next time. On the finished Chaos Space Marine Sorcerer, because currently, as some of you might know, I have two desks here in the studio. There's the painting desk on which the camera is currently sitting, and then there's the desk I keep separate to do assembly and basing stuff. So just to avoid, like now I'm working on these plastic kits to avoid the plastic scrapings, the mold line scrapings, to fly everywhere, and yeah, sometimes basing can get a bit messy. Also, I have the room here in the studio to have two of these desks, so I would keep this separately. And at the time of recording, I think just like most of you, I'm still sitting at home. I'm working from home. Luckily to be able to work from home, but because I hear from a lot of people that they're simply unemployed or temporarily unemployed currently, so I am lucky enough to be working from home. I'm working in a software business, so that makes it quite easy for me to at this time, because sometimes I have to go to customer site, for example, but at this time we're able to work remotely with the team, and so far it's going pretty well in my opinion. The only thing that bothers me a bit is just the sitting still, sitting in the same room the entire day, just in the morning, have breakfast, and then after that come here for the rest of the day, and that's basically it. So yeah, what I try to do is go out quite often. Every other day I try to do an hour and a half of cycling, and in the weekends a bit more, every other day, just to keep that habit. Because at the office you sometimes you run around, you go talk with a colleague, you go to the coffee machine or to the printing machine or something like that, or when you have a lunch you go out or something. But here it's really just 10 steps to go from the kitchen to here, and then 5 steps to go to the bathroom, which is just right next to this room. So yeah, that's the only thing that bothers me a bit. And of course I'm also looking forward to coming back to the office, seeing my colleagues again. But right now it's just going okay. I have good contact with the team. We're working in Microsoft Teams, which is basically the follow-up of Skype for Business. It's really, yeah, the tool is really welcome addition here currently. So yeah, I hope you're also doing something similar, that you're still employed or have an income at least, and of course still are healthy. So yeah, what I propose now is that I take the camera off. Maybe I'll show you just for fun. I'll show you because that was what I wanted to say about when I got to the working from home, is that on the painting desk currently, the laptop is sitting, and I'm now doing some more assembly work on the Triumph of Saint Katherine, so that allows me to just keep the laptop here during the past week already, and I am able now to show you the setup, how I work from home. And after I show you that, I'll try to give you the good image of the Chaos Space Marine Sorcerer, because I'm not sure. I'll try to put it down. I don't really have the room to put the light correctly, so I'll try putting that on the lid of the laptop. And after that we'll take a look at the Triumph of Saint Katherine. But before that, one more last thing is that a bit of news about the channel. I am currently now and then filming these short tip videos whenever I encounter something, a technique that I want to show you. I just put the smartphone on the tripod and start filming, and then with minimal editing try to show that to you. So there are already at this moment 2 of these kind of videos on the channel. The one is about just applying the plastic glue, and the other one is about how I painted the base of the Chaos Space Marine Sorcerer. So there will be more of this type of videos coming up. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. If you do, then please remember to press the like button on these videos. Really helps out the channel and the videos. And another thing I'm currently working on is that I'm doing a project diary on the Triumph of Saint Katherine. So the idea is to document the entire process. I'm not going to have the camera rolling the entire time, but just like, for example, the first episode is somewhat finished already. It will be online next week. But what's going on there is, for example, if every time I assembled a couple of figures, I will show you and tell you, look, I had some problems here and there, or just to one way document the entire process, which I think is interesting for a viewer like you, but also in 2 ways give you tips on the entire process, on the way I work. So that I said in 2 ways. First way is if you're really assembling the same kit, then it will be very helpful. But even if you're new to the hobby or looking for some general advice, that's the kind of stuff I will be talking about during this kind of project diary. So keep an eye on that. I hope you like the format. This is also new for me to do it like this. In the past, a couple of years ago, when I was more active on YouTube, I did this kind of video, a real tutorial video where I document the entire painting process of a miniature, but there's a lot of time and effort going in there, and also a lot of editing work, which I try to limit because it's really something that I do not like spending much time on editing. So also with the shorter tip videos, just putting down the camera, doing it in one take or maximum 2 takes, and then just doing the basic editing and putting it there on YouTube in a rather raw format. But I think the message is there. The core knowledge that I want to share is in the video. And if the editing is a bit less fancy, then that's something you have to take into account, I guess. So enough talk. Let's have a look at the miniatures here, on the painted miniature, and then we'll move over to there and also show you the current setup here on the desk when how I'm working from home these days. So this is a view of the painting desk. Currently, as you can see, I've mounted my laptop here, and the fact that I'm not painting anything, it meant that I could leave my laptop here the entire week. So I have my laptop here mounted on just a cardboard box here. Then I have I took those home from work. This is my keyboard. Very nice keyboard. It's a Das keyboard too, the Ninja version, so without any signs on the keys. And then the wrist support. I also when I'm working from home and I'm not driving to and from work with a bicycle, I'm doing it by car, and I take the effort to take this home with me from work. This is also my rather new mouse. It's a vertical mouse because I had some troubles with my wrist, with my elbow. I mean, 2 years ago I switched to vertical mice. Very happy about that. And this is also something essential here. It's the noise cancellation wireless headphone, which comes in very handy these days because my wife is also working here in the same room. Her desk is, I'll show you briefly because there's a lot of this room is a bit messy. That's the reason I don't want to show you everything, but that's the other desk there where my wife is working, so she's often making phone calls as well. And then the headphones, they're really welcome. So my paints are here. I just put this piece of cloth on there because there's a window here, and then this really, the window is facing south, so there's quite some sun here. And usually during normal days there's not a piece of cloth there, but I closed the curtains. But yeah, since we're sitting here all day working, we want to have the curtains a bit open. That's why I chose to cover up some of these, cover the paints with a piece of cloth. So yeah, this is the Space Marine Sorcerer. Just going to try to close the lid of the laptop, put it on there, and see what kind of footage we can get of that. So the surface here is a bit shiny and reflective, and I think there's some kind of overexposure going on currently. Let's try moving it here. Focus a bit. Yeah, so I think this is the best we can do right now. In any way, there will be pictures coming soon as well on the website. So if you really want to have a good quality look on my portfolio, I invite you to go to corvusminiatures.com. There's most of my portfolio is on there. New miniatures are coming also on there. Another channel you can follow my work is on Instagram. So just look up Corvus Miniatures there. And when I have good quality pictures of miniature like this one, I will show it on Instagram as well. So yeah, this guy was finished. Pretty fun job to do, although was some black armor in there, and I'm not really a fan of this. Was another confirmation that I don't really like painting black, not because it is hard. I think the technique is I'm pretty good with the technique, but yeah, it's just black and then a couple of shades of gray or a bluish gray there to do the highlighting. Not really a challenge, I think. So for example, the cloth was fun to do, and then there's some brown tones here left and right, quite a lot of metallics also, so that made it a rather quick paint job. These orange details were really fun to do in the end, and of course, yeah, also the skin tone and the face is really great on this miniature. And then the base I mentioned, to have a separate video on that. Pretty neutral base, which I sometimes apply to. Yeah, this is a miniature that won't go into an army of mine. Just go in the display cabinet. And for me, it's the same as a sand base or a more neutral base like this one. Actually like both. Also like this one because it's neutral, it's fast to do, and it gives me some consistency in over the different miniatures I painted lately. Okay, then we're on the assembly desk. It's a bit of a mess right now. I've been moving some of this stuff, but basically I am in the last stages of assembly of the Triumph of Saint Katherine set, so this will all be detailed in the project diary more. But as you can see, I've put most of these. I'm not going to stick them on the base yet, but I just wanted to see how it all fits together and then make a good guess about how I will be painting all this in the end. So yeah, figures go down left and right. Currently working on the cherubs here, these small flying critters. Also probably going to leave those separate to be able to paint them. Sprues are here, as you can see, they're mostly empty. I think I have one or two of these cherubs to finish. I mean, there's one pair of wings remaining on this, so I guess I have to finish one more of these guys, and then basically figure out how they will go together. How I can easily, I think I'll put these on temporary bases or something, just figure out how I can paint them. I can hold them best while painting them, what the best way is to hold them. And also still thinking about a color scheme, because like I said previously, the black is not really my favorite color to paint. So I'm thinking about a red armor. Been looking up some paint schemes. Don't really want to fix myself to a paint scheme, although I like the official box art. It involves black armor, so I'm probably going to try to avoid that. So as mentioned previously, this is going to be detailed in a project diary series of videos, so if you're interested in that, please check again next week. So a good tip there is, if you're not yet a subscriber, you're interested in this kind of videos, then please hit the subscribe button. And yeah, hope to see you in one of the next videos here on this particular kit. So that's all for this video, this update video. Hope it was interesting for you. Please let me know in the comments how you're doing during these days. You're also working from home or not, how it is going on hobby-wise. In the meantime, stay healthy and see you in the next video. Bye.